yes, after UFC 229 when Habib jumped the cage, like I noticed there was like a massive difference in opinion. Like I noticed that the media people like John Anik and like Karen Bryan and like a bunch of other media people like basically shitted on Habib, was saying they he did the wrong thing, he's a bad person, trying to make him like try to be a like a villain and stuff like that. And then I noticed the fighters, they were like more like not that they condoned his actions, but like they were more accepting of what he did and more understanding of the emotions and the stuff that he went through. Why do you think that it's like the media people always talking shit about fighters and about what they're going through, and they've never done any of that? And then it's like you can see like a massive difference in between the two. Like John Anik was saying that Habib is like lost his mind and he's dumb, and then Joe Rogan like quickly like cuts him off and stuff.
Yeah, I think it's just two different ways of looking at something. You know, a fighter can understand what Connor put that guy through, and you know, especially the fact that he tapped so quick. It was kind of took the easy way out. Uh, it was yeah, it's just two different ways of looking at things, and I think the people that are in the commentating booth doing the commentary, they have to kind of portray it a certain way for the network, and they can't condone that stuff, you know, because if they're the ones condoning it, then well, who's to say that the next guy doesn't just do the same thing, and then it would put a bad light on the sport? Was it a good thing probably for the sport? Uh, it definitely hyped up future fights, but as far as like anyone that had any doubts about the validity of MMA, if they watch that, if that's their first event they're watching and they see that, not a great look. But I think that's what made it so great. Was like it was that fight was so big because it was more than just a fight. It was he made fun of his religion. He made fun of his country, and Connor's he's the loud uh, guy that drinks and parties and all this, and then Khabib is very religious, very family oriented, and they're just two totally different worlds. And you see when that kind of stuff happens, that's when stuff becomes bigger than the sport, and that's when the fights really become popular. Uh, when it gets that big, yeah, I think that. But I think going back to what you asked, yeah, I think that they had to the commentators they had to kind of portray it in that way just because that's their job, that's their network, and that's that's the way it has to be.